heard that there is an item out there called a Phoenix Down, which can stop you from no, not a Phoenix Down, an X potion.
Oh, an X potion?
Yeah, get an X potion to deal with the COVID.
I've been rummaging around my local garden beds looking for a Bazaar, seeing if I can find one of those. Meant to be a bit of a cure-all. Haven't quite come across one just yet. Might have to settle for making some sort of mandrake potion, but we'll see how it goes. We are here, guys. This man fighting for his life for a long time in this lower bracket. And his opponent, of course, has been waiting here in the lower bracket for an opponent for a while. Up here in the top right-hand side, in the red, it's Team Liquid's one and own TLO.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, let's put that sound on. The little one?
Yeah.
He's the big one in my eyes. In the bottom left, with the early pull, it is Razor Edge Gaming's Bly from Ukraine.
Big fan of that. Short rush distance here on Zen. Natural to natural. Does not take a long time to get over there, right through these little tall grass, middle mineral patch paths. Hatchery first for TLO. And yeah, I wholly expect Bly. I was going to say to just take a hatch, but you know what? The drone pool is always an option. We'll just have to see how he chooses to go about this.
Yeah, Lings are on the way. TLO is not drone scouting or anything like that. You really don't see drone scouts in CVZ. Not
Bly's
really.
going all in. He's going to pull all his drones.
Okay.
He'll leave like
Alrighty.
2 or 3 mining, I think. As I say that, he pulls to the natural. Okay, that hatch is a little late.
Yeah.
Bly, that hatchery going down on 340 minerals, mate. I was like, oh, he hasn't pulled the drone to build a hatch yet, so he's going to pull the drones to attack, I think. The Lings are actually going to dodge the Overlord. Ooh, doesn't want to give him early warning. Interesting. Sneaky, sneaky. It will see these 2 Lings, though, right? No, they change paths. Bly knows his shit.
If there's one man that knows how to all in and kill somebody, it is Bly.
The Overlord will give a bit of warning at home, at least. So he get vision. And I think he was... Oh, the way this timed out is if that other Overlord went straight through the middle, TLO would start getting the warning as his hatchery is attacked after he built 2 drones out of those Lings in the main. But instead, because the Overlord got like 3 seconds of extra vision, he starts 6 Lings immediately, 2 Queens. Drones come down to fight this. Ooh, TLO's going to go hide in the pocket with those drones. Lings distract. Nice D so far from TLO.
Yeah, very nice. A lot of Lings here from Bly. Looks like 10 or so.
Yeah, that's a
all
ton.
down to the natural. Oh
That's
my
a
God.
ton of Lings. 12 Zerglings coming in here. The fight on the ramp is good for TLO, but the drones need to join in. He can't let his Zerglings get surrounded. Oh, this is a pretty sick fight. But now the Queen's out. That's where things end up not so good for Bly. As I say that, though, TLO gets his Lings surrounded. Ooh. Oh.
It's a lot of very low hit point Lings, so a few spits from the Queen should be able to get rid of them. And TLO will hold on to his lone count. Yeah, she can dance all day. She's a big girl.
Dance all day. I can dance all day. My name's FPS Queen.
Yeah. This Queen's called Nunez. The other one's called Cyborg.
That's a scary mineral line to attack, man.
It's the strong ladies.
I'm pretty sure.
Going with those Queens.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure either one of those a light punch to the shoulder and I'd fall over crying.
Like, they'd tell me to get in the kitchen, bitch, and I'd cry and go over there and make that's the only thing I do. Put some foundation on my black eye.
Oh, yes. Just remember, you ran into the door handle, man.
Yeah, I ran into the door frame. That's the door frame also spat into my eye socket. Damn those door frames.
It was teaching you your place, man.
Yeah,
Make a fucking sandwich.
Like, remember where I am. Don't run into me anymore. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, door frame. But this game is stabilizing and both players are droning up a little bit. Black going into Roach Tech a little bit quicker. TLO straight into the lair and grabbing that extra gas in the Evo. So maybe just upgraded Lings, +1 attack.
Overall, really good D by TLO. He actually only lost 1 drone. So as much as the Ling fights favored Bly at the start of all that, it was looking really good. When the Queen kills like 6 Zerglings on her own at the end of it, you go, oh, it's actually equal units lost. Yes, TLO lost a ton of mining time. But look at the drone count. He's up in workers. He's already got a lair halfway done. I look at this and I go, everything's coming up TLO.
Yeah. And it's going to be Roach Warren, by the way, as I expected some +1 attack Lings. But TLO's been doing this a fair bit in these EVZs that he's shown today, where he gets the lair first and then gets his tech later. So I guess that marries up so that when the Roach Warren finishes, he can go straight into Roach speed.
Yeah, it feels like he's so flexible with mutas as well. Like, he can still go mutas off this.
Yeah, he does still get the Spire, even if he doesn't use it. Like, sometimes he gets the Spire and doesn't use it, but still gets it and still puts +1 attack on it.
This is the one where you put it down in front of that Zergling. And you look him in the eye, you're like, what's this? And the Zergling's like, is it real? I don't know.
Never break eye contact as you drop that Spire.
Melee is going to be the response from Bly here. Didn't even going up. No, third hatch for Bly. Third hatch starting up for TLO a little bit faster. Now, economically, they are very even. Of course, no limit speed for TLO. So he does not have the flexibility of going into Zergling play. It looks like a committed Roach play. And it's actually...
I think Bly's going mutas.
It looks like it, but it's a while away. So it's going to be a Zergling focus play for now. This Roach pressure coming across. Very cute here from TLO. Really wanting to disrupt. Now Zergling sees the Zergling flood there. TLO runs back to the minerals. Smart move. So the good thing is you can't get surrounded. If you stay in the minerals, you got to stay there. All right, now he runs back. Smart. But he's got no reinforce, so they will get caught.
TLO's already getting Spore Crawlers up at his hatcheries as well, or the ones that he can. The third obviously doesn't have any creep there just yet. Roach is getting surrounded by these Lings of Bly and take them down.
+1 was not finished, so the Roaches could not two-shot the Zerglings just yet. Spire well underway now. Third hatch a bit exposed. Losing those 3 Roaches a bit rough. He's got to save this hatch. But Bly also knows if he sacrifices every Zergling to kill that, the counterattack becomes incredibly frightening. Hydra's already in the way. Oh, this is old school, dude. He's going to try and do a really fast Roach Hydra all-in, where he says, yeah, you've got mutas, but guess what? I've got enough Hydras to actually beat them. Might even bring a few Queens with this.
I mean, why not? It's if you're all in, you're all in. Grab everything.
Yeah. This is such an old school style, man. That Overlord's going down does cost Bly a bit. Bly's going to go for a lot of mutas. Oh, he's already building spines. Bly's got the read. Bly's got the read, man. Now, TLO's Changeling sees the spines. TLO, I want to see you drone. I see one drone. I want to see more, buddy. I want to see more. He's building spines in his natural. This is 2 of the most flexible players. And Bly's like, oh, you're all inning. I'll build spines and camp up on 2 base. And now TLO's like, all right, well, we're not committing. I'm going to drone my third off these Hydras. It's really awkward for both players. I'd say tech-wise, though, it favors the muta player in terms of their flexibility, right? The movement, the angles you can strike from.
The faster army, the more mobile army, it can fly over terrain, yeah.
Yeah, so he can adapt to the situation a little better. Of course, TLO's army is still just going to be the better one in a frontal fight. So he's hiding the Hydras still. TLO doesn't want to give anything away. He's still a chance of going for that push.
If they can break down the Evo, then the Lings can really ruin TLO's day. Drop some transfuses there. The Roach is coming out to meet him. Still not showing those Hydras. Just letting the Queens...
Get some muta, which is really nice. Now, he's seen the Hydras at this point. They do trade. A muta for a Hydra. Not a great trade there. And we've got 12 Hydras. 3 more on the way. Groove Spines is almost done. Baneling that starts in desperation. Bly's like, oh, shizzle fizz. This is a scary force right now to deal with just a pack of Zerglings and a bunch of mutas. Those Hydras, they're gonna kick the shit out of a small pack of mutas. So, I mean, right now, Bly is in an awkward position. He's gonna go for the counterattack.
Yeah, I think he kind of has to. The Lings look like they're going to get the third base. I think he will get the third. Even transfusions from over TLO won't keep this up. Transfusions staying what it used to be.
Oh my god!
Kill the army.
That's a lot of Zerglings right there. But it's going to be a bit of an awkward trade. I think TLO holds on okay. The Muta's still looking to pick off Hydras. Right now, there is 10 Hydras on the front, and there is 11 Mutas on the map. The third base goes down, but I think as long as TLO rebuilds that instantly, he's still ahead after this. He's going to rotate and siege the front of this base. I think TLO doesn't need to commit here. He just can pull back, retake his third, and he's in a good spot.
TLO's killed 6 Overlords this game. He's just done so much damage to these Overlords, and he's been constantly supply blocking. Bly has been running through the middle of the map. So Bly's production and his supply count just isn't going to be enough to deal with what TLO has next. Like, TLO has had, largely until then, uninterrupted production. So he's just going to be able to overwhelm shortly, I feel.
Very likely. And Roach Hydra here kicking butt. Muta's flying around the left-hand side of this map. They are going to look for a counterattack. +2 range is almost finished here. Hydra count still looking very healthy. Remember, they've got... Oh! Very nice.
2 Mutas killed for free there. Very nice from TLO. He's got another Spore in the main. He's taking these Mutas very seriously. And I think, I mean, is there such a thing as over-defending when you're up against something like, you know, when your opponent only has one advantage over you, and that's Mutalisks? Is there such a thing as building too many spores? Like maybe 2 or 3 would be too many, or 2 would be enough.
Yeah, I think 2 in the main's a good idea. I think he's at a good spot right now as TLO, but I love this third that Bly hid in the bottom. He realized he was going to get pushed back to 2 base a long time ago. He's still massing mutas versus a player whose tech is a little bit limited, and you know, if TLO gets out a couple of infestors, I would actually feel amazing for him. I actually think lurkers are good. I think in this low of an economy game, getting out like 4 infestors is actually incredible. Because Bly just does not have the economy to really tech switch. And don't get me wrong, he sneaks drones out to the right-hand side. He's going to get the gas up down there. The Roach does find it, though. Very good scouting by TLO.
Yeah, being active with those Roaches. TLO's synapse is always firing at all times. I don't even know how he sleeps with that brain. Always thinking, always calculating.
Yeah.
Hydra's in the main here with those spores to assist. Those mutas, I mean, that's a scary amount of mutas, but these Hydras have got plus to attack. They are very, very deadly to this block of mutas.
3 Roaches running in, looking for some drone kills, but so far Bly has been cleaning it up really well. So these 3 Roaches run into that third. They see no drones on it yet, so they pull back.
You just pick off that Evo chamber, but don't really achieve a whole lot. TLO kind of already has the upgrade that he wants there on that Evo. He's got Carapace upgrading on the other one. He's just going to have to wall off again. Easy peasy, no problem. TLO down a little bit in workers, but starting to amass an army of lurkers. And I think that when these lurkers pop out, TLO might try and make something happen on the other side of the map, especially considering what he's seen from this Overlord. He's seen that Bly is trying to sneak an extra base on him.
Bly really wants to open up this attack path. He wants to get rid of that Evo chamber on that left-hand side so his Lings can flood into the natural and main. This is still the sort of game that turns upside down and Bly just dominates very quickly if Lings find their way in the mineral line. You've got a small, fragile economy. If TLO moves out of the map and gets backstabbed by Zerglings, things can fall apart very quickly. And, you know, you said this series was going to end in 45 minutes, Maynard. I think you were wrong! We are going to see a long action-packed series. This is awesome.
Yeah, the Spore's actually killing a couple of mutts here. And a little bit of lag again.
Yeah.
Chop.
See that?
We're in
What
for some
the
chop.
hell?
Spore Crawler doing a
right
little bit
when
of damage.
the
But Bly's
mutas
gonna
are
get the natural. Oh my god.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge. TLO pushing down the southern side of the map as well. And just coming in there. Oh man, the Lurkiden exposed. The Lurkiden is exposed. He's going to get it with the mutas.
Wow, these mutas doing way more than I would have expected here. I mean, it is a ton of mutas. Can Bly stop this attack from TLO? He's spent a lot of time making spine crawlers. He has a ton of banelings. Is it enough banelings? It's a little tough to say. Oh, goodbye, mutas.
Muta rally. Ouch.
Yeah, loses 4 or 5 mutas there.
He's got to be careful that baneling flank. He knows it's up there, I think. I think he's aware.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he saw it. Another dead muta.
Yeah, good micro there by TLO. Sends the Roaches after the Banes, the Hydra's guard, the Lurkers. Mutas come in to deal with those Roaches, but Roach is already clicking on the hatchery as well, saying, come and fight me, otherwise you're going to lose that base! Whoa!
TLO, a flank of banelings from Bly coming in for the natural. Another flank of banelings from the north side. He's killed a lot of the Hydralisks here, and then the mutas can just go to town on the Roaches remaining.
My god, that was a perfect flank. I'm gonna rewind to just show that really quickly on the right-hand side there.
All right, be quick about it.
He actually, yeah. That little flank of banelings on the right was genius. Did not think he was going to come from that angle. It ended up being a 3-pronged flank. Bly, the god. GG, well played. Holds on. Whew.
Oh boy. Bly has had some pretty incredible series recently. Yesterday with Special, of course, being, I guess, the marquee one, but that was some very, very cool play from Bly. It's like, that's the cool thing about TLO versus Bly is you're never just going to have Roach Headbutt. You're going to have mind games and a lot of strategy. And that definitely happened in that game. That's when you love StarCraft, is when players like this play it. You know what I'm saying? This is the good shit.
Ultimately flexible. I mean, I love it, dude. The scouting of the Roach Hydra attack, the building spines and going for banelings, and TLO scouts it and kind of drones a bit and backs off the attack, and then, you know, you just both sides trading blows in terms of trying to shift around the other and counteract them, and I think you always learn something from watching these two players, because these are the players who aren't going to be like, you know, a lot of players play StarCraft where they're like, oh, well, this standard thing is what I want to aim for, and I'm just going to do the smallest possible reactions. And that teaches you a lot, because it teaches you solid play, just adapting when you need to, but always trying to stick to the tried and true tested road. These two guys are like, no, no, no. Everything is wildly trying to hard counter you where I can. Going for the big plays that will shut you down. Like, if I can understand your goals, I want to commit everything to fucking you up in the game, right? And when you get two guys who are both trying to do that, there are so many moments where they shift gears and go in a different direction. There are so many moments where you kind of go, oh, wait, so he was going to go for that, but then the other guy countered it with this, so then he countered his counter with that counter, and you're like, whoa, big brain StarCraft. And it looks like,
pool.
Yeah, up here at the top left, down a game. He's going to try to equalize with a 12 pool. It's Team Liquid's TLO.
And in the bottom right here, in the blue, currently on match point, it is Bly on fire from Razor Edge Gaming. This is, of course, a loser's bracket game, and that means that it is an elimination match for either of these players. If either of these players want to make their way to the main event of TSL 5, they will want to win this one. Oh, I like Bly's build already slightly better than TLO's.
Who the hell goes 16 pool?
Exactly.
Oh my god, this is such a hard counter.
Move. Yeah.
No one goes 16 pool in this matchup. People at this level rarely even go gas pool hatch. It's always hatch first or early pool.
Now,
Bly
is it a
says,
drone pool here or an expansion?
I think it's a drone pool. I think TLO's just going to go all in. Like, we'll see exactly how it goes. There's always a chance he goes down to expand, but
oh, he is expanding. Okay.
let's see. Yeah, okay. Oof. Okay, so what you're hoping as TLO is that Bly keeps droning right now, but he's not. He's actually banking for 6 Zerglings of his own. Oh my god. 4
Incredible.
Zerglings, 6 Zerglings. Yep, there we go. And then
And Bly's
Bly,
going to have a smile on his dial when he sees these lings in the middle of the map with his Overlord.
yeah, it's so rough for TLO, man. So rough. So Bly is already going to have 6 lings. As Queen has not started super fast, which is the ultimate shutdown unit, but notice his hatchery has a lot of hit points on it. So he wants to protect the hatch and keep it alive, but that's not a hard goal when you've got 6 lings to fight his 6 lings. Like, this is an even battle until more lings arrive for TLO.
Yeah, and TLO's going to see these lings go, oh my god, pull first? Who does this?
Yeah. Good micro by TLO. Does take
control.
a slight advantage, a single Zergling advantage in the trade. He's droning up behind it. Of course, Bly's got 100 gas. He can start ling speed now. He can bring a Queen to the low ground to increase this. Bly's got to get those lings out of there. Does lose another one. So good micro for TLO so far, who's going to keep going for it. But good micro by
happening with these
Bly.
lings, man.
Good micro by Bly.
Alright, so last 2 lings TLO traded as about as well as they possibly could. These last 2 lings, though, just kind of ran into the Queen for their death. And Bly's going to be completely fine here. He's got the natural up. TLO's just finished as well. And there's Queen's already out for Bly. Or a Queen already out for Bly. TLO's micro on his lings, dude. He gets a drone there.
Says, you think I can't play with lag? You forced me to play the EU server? I don't give a shit. Good micro by TLO, indeed. Very nicely done. The end of that does equal trade, which is not bad since you're going into a Queen, denied some mining. Now, Bly, of course, is down 16 workers versus 21. You might look at that and say TLO's way ahead. Remember, that ling speed's almost finished. There's 6 lings on the map against none. TLO's building a spine. He's going to have to keep his Queen solid on the ramp. Lings will be able to run by, harass his workers. No gas even started for TLO just yet.
Yeah, that's ling speed about to kick in, and just a lot of lings coming out of Bly here on 24 drones. I think he's smelling blood in the water, and he wants to try and capitalize on it.
Oh, he cancelled the
A lot
spine.
of lings.
Uh-oh. TLO just cancelled the spine crawler. He knows he can't be too safe, or he will fall behind in the macro game. Oh, good micro by Dario. Guards that drone, keeps it close to the pocket. Queen starting to push these away. His wall off is solid. He's got the solid wall up. TLO, well set up.
Indeed. Lings in the main just being annoying. Bly going for a reinforcement and poke into the natural, but TLO's locked it down solid. He is locked down tight. Oh, Bly getting a bit of surround with those left-handed links in the main base, trying to kill a Queen here. Looks like he's going to get it.
Oh! Nice rotate for TLO, and he will be fine. Doesn't want to lose the Queen, though. Can they get another drone or 2? One drone does go
Gets
down.
one on the extractor.
Yeah, good micro. Bly is very good at running circles while macroing behind it. but he actually has a bunch of lava and money banked right now. So in this scenario, I think he's a little frustrated by TLO's responding so well. Lots of minerals in the bank. He's going to start to go for a third base. But these Zerglings running out of steam, running out of hit points. And good play by Bly. But he's down 5 workers at the end of it. And his third base could have been a lot quicker behind this.
600 minerals in the bank, man. It's not good.
Ring around the queen.
Yeah, Bly's getting scouting information with this Ling, and that's basically it. And he's spending a bunch of his money at the moment on 12 Lings. That's all of his lava. So he is still going to get up to like 600, 700 minerals again. So it's a bit unfortunate, I guess, macro cycles for Bly. Looks like maybe some missed injects as well. Oh, no. Okay. No, he's injecting. Just wondering how that money got to where it is.
Yeah, I mean, could have missed one earlier, but it was the delayed third hatch was definitely a bit of an issue. Bly is yeah, kind of losing a little bit of rhythm, I feel, with that. He's really got to get on top of that in the near future. Meanwhile, Roach is going to defend this third quite well. And it is a very well-timed third for TLO.
Yeah, it's looking very nicely. The Roaches are also getting +1, and TLO never got Ling speed, so he saved that gas for these upgrades to these Roaches. As soon as the Lair's done, he can go directly into Roach speed and kicking on in. Bly's got a bunch of Lings, but he's up against the wall here.
Bly's building another 18 Zerglings right now.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
What are we doing, Bly?
And +1 range. Yeah,
and a Spire. And +1 range. So, right now, there is a gap in TLO's Overlord vision. I'm looking at this. I think Bly knows that he can sneak these out the right-hand side up to the top right corner and just have a surprising number of Lings hidden on the map. Yeah, that's what he's doing. So I had to have a real think about this. So Bly's paid attention to where TLO's Overlords are, and he's going to try to go for this big attack. He does show them straight away. I don't think that's the right move. I think he thought TLO was about to drone his third really hard, but TLO, 10 Roaches in a solid position in the mineral line.
Yeah, they are offering a lot of firepower here, and here come a bunch more Roaches from that natural. Even saved some Roaches there by turning into a Ravager. Good moves from TLO. And his army is just straight up better than Bly's right now. Bly is making 13 more Roaches. These Lings are not super useful anymore, except for backstabs. Not going to be able to win any fights, that's for damn sure. TLO going to capitalize on this +1.
Nice threading of the needle with the Zerglings. Going to create a bit more distraction at a point where it seemed like they'd lost all usefulness. A Queen, 2 drones, not a bad pickup. But as you pointed out, Maynard, that's 21 Roaches with +1. Roach speed on the way coming across. Bly has the high ground for now. But that's a lot of Roaches from TLO, and that upgrade advantage is not there, actually. Equal upgrades for both sides.
Ah, okay. I thought TLO had +1 there, but might have been mistaken. So
they've both got it. Bly's kicked in.
Fine.
Yeah, I can't believe
that +1.
I don't know how Bly does this, man. Just sick commitment there, and holds on.
Wow.
I'm confused.
Meanwhile, he has he had 20-something Lings that didn't do anything, and a Spire that never got used.
I think he was just ahead off the Speedlings, but it was in a 700 mineral bank, so it was hard to see in the numbers, because it was like several minutes of Bly just floating money. I think he was just way ahead off the opening. I mean, 16 pool versus 12 pool, it's a rough situation. TLO made the most of it, but then those Lings running circles around his main, you know, picked off a Queen, forced multiple Zerglings that TLO didn't want to build. And then when the money finally got spent here, it seems like, yeah, TLO just found himself overcommitted with a Roach attack in a bad position. Obviously expecting mutas after those Zerglings. It's almost like Bly's Ling attack made TLO go, ooh, he's about to have mutas out. I have to go. And Bly's the one guy who's like, because he knows I'm going mutas, which I kind of am, but not. I'm going to mass Roaches, shut down your push, and ha-ha! And I'm like, but what? I don't know. He's so good at anticipating his opponents. That's why Bly dismantles. That's why if you go back 5 years, you talk to a lot of pro gamers, they would say, I think Bly map hacks. There used to be a lot of pros who said they actually, a lot of them said they thought Bly map hacked in online tournaments. And the thing is, no, we've seen him so many times just make smart decisions and smart calls. And over time, everyone was like, oh, we actually understand he's just smarter at going deeper down the rabbit warren of decision making. Sick play there by Bly. GG.
Well, Pig, thank you for joining me for the TSL 5 qualifiers. I do believe we're all done today.
I think we are done, man. I got coaching in a few minutes as well, so good timing. This was fun, dude. It's good to do that. I was iffy yesterday. I was like, man, do I really want to do another day of no ladder play? I had a weekend, and then I need to play some ladder. I need to play some games. But it's a lot of fun casting these games with you. So thanks for hanging out and casting it with me, man.
It's my pleasure to have you. Take it easy, man, and good luck with your coaching.
Good night, man. Laters.
Later, mate.